So there in the background is my emotional support pile of laundry. I have my light on that I use for filming just because the lighting in my bedroom is mood light. This video to follow is basically me resetting my kitchen, and my intention is to hopefully it serves as some body doubling, possibly. I don't know. I'm just exploring different forms of long form content. So let me know what your thoughts in the comments. I mean, I am pretty much wiped, so I don't think I'm going to be able to tackle that, but say hello to the people. But yeah, so the first part, I don't know, I recorded it and there's no sound, so that's going to have voiceover. And it's basically me washing the dishes in my sink and attempting to reset my kitchen. I did 2 loads of laundry. The other one's drying, the other one's already folded. I would like to put this stuff away so I'm not cuddled up next to laundry, but it is what it is. I did have self-tape today, so my equipment is still up. But this is it in real time, y'all. So I appreciate you being along on the journey with me and growing with me as I'm learning to create content within my capacity yeah, manage it all as best as I can. Peace. This is the part of the video that for some reason, I don't know, did not record sound. But this is my kitchen, that's my air fryer, these are my dishes. It's been a few days. That's a frying pan I made some eggs in 2 nights ago when I spent, after 5 hours editing a self-tape that was due 9 a.m. on Thursday morning. So yeah, that was on Wednesday night. That's my kitchen table with papers on it. That's my office, my desk with papers on it that need to be reset. This is a long shot of my kitchen. Again, the table, and it just needs to get done. So if you're cleaning your kitchen too, or your office, or I don't know, you just want to see a not so aesthetic reset at late night on a Friday, then this is the video to watch. I washed the dishes and now I've turned it around. I washed the dishes and I soaped them up and I put them in the dishwasher to wash. And then I also have laundry that I'm doing. I have 2 loads. There's currently 1 load being washed. And so while that's being done, I am starting the kitchen. So this is what that is. I don't know what I'm saying here, but you know, just doing my best to I guess narrate what was happening. So anyway, this is what is happening here. Okay, well, the mic and the thingamajig that plugs into the phone is still charging. So I am going to get started. I have 3 minutes on the timer before I have to go get some stuff out of the washer and unload get some stuff out of the dryer and unload the washer. So I'm gonna get started. I read this thing that said if you like talk yourself through the steps of doing the thing, it will help you do the thing. So I'm talking to y'all while I'm doing the thing. So right now I just put the blender thing back on the blender base. Here's the cover. It cannot fit on top of it. So I just put it on top of a bottle in the corner. The dishwasher, I do this thing where I wash the dishes, but then I leave them soapy and put them in the dishwasher to rinse or to wash. I don't know. I feel like that buys me time or something. Maybe, who knows? It's just my method. I just realized y'all can't really see me. So let me fix that. Okay, let's see. Is that better? Perfect. Yay. So yeah, here we go. I'm gonna set my little system up here. gosh. Set my system up, and oh, I was looking for this. The top to my water bottle. My bottle of water, rather. I'm just gonna throw that away. Y'all, I don't wanna do this, but I gotta do it. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, so right now I'm washing the dishes and loading them in to the dishwasher. So just, you know what I can do? I can put some soapy water in here so I don't have to run the water so loud, and so it won't be loud. So hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm gonna put a little soap and white vinegar and soak these dishes up and load them in the washer. I tell myself I'm going to wash the dishes as soon as like I dirty them, but that doesn't always happen, and I don't know why. Like, I'm not gonna beat myself up over it, but it just doesn't happen. So, you know, I end up with a pile of dishes. It doesn't help that my sink is really small. Like, I'm not making excuses, but it's really small. So maybe it might be worth investing for like, my alarm just went off, so pardon me, I'll be right back. But maybe it'll be worth my sanity and my peace of mind to maybe invest in a better sink for my situation, because it's ridiculously small. Anywho, I'm gonna go take care of the laundry and then I shall return. Okay, there we are. The timer went off and it's gonna go off again, so I'm gonna move a little faster this time. I have gotten the laundry out. I've taken out things that need to be dried. Like, I let them dry a little bit, but not all the way, so they don't shrink too much. So I did that, and I hung those things on the drying rack. I'm now washing the things, and I'm not rinsing them. I'm leaving them soapy and loading them into the dishwasher. I don't particularly like the dishwasher pods that I have. They're super powerful, but I feel like they have a really strong chemically, I don't know, it smells like chemicals, and I don't like it. So I just use my, whatever dish soap this is, mixed with white vinegar, and, you know, I let the dishwasher do the rinsing and keep it pushing. It's one person. I don't have roommates, and I feel like this is so loud. I apologize. But I feel like there's always dishes in the sink. That's okay. I'm really tired, and I want to lay down. But I feel like I've fallen into that cycle a lot these past couple weeks, and I'm doing my best to push through that. And I know maybe that's not the best thing to do, but I just feel like having like so much entropy and so much disorganization, despite like my knowing how to organize, and like I can organize professionally, but when it comes to organizing for myself, it's just like, oh my God, I'm so sleepy, right? So I'm like, come on, pretend that you're doing this for somebody else and just get it done. So that is what I'm doing. So if you have some dishes to wash piled up in your sink right now, let's go into your kitchen and wash them. And while I'm washing, you're washing, right? And it's not salacious YouTube content. It's just, that's why I put vinegar. It's not, you know, it's not clickbait. It's not fancy. Oh boy, something's rusty. It's literally just me on this side of the internet. Yep, something's rusty. So I had the, you know, the thing that you cover mason jars with. And so now that plate, oh, I have this little thing that I got from Daiso that's making it disappear. I'm so happy. Yay, I got the rust out. It's pretty much gone. There's like a little bit of it. So yeah. So I'm doing my best to get into the habit of washing my dishes right away, so that way it doesn't get to this point, you know, where I'm like having to scrub stuff and like resurrect things because they no longer look like themselves, or you know, like I had to throw out a really nice cup that I love because it had a smoothie in it and I didn't wash it for a few days. And it developed mold, and my friend was like, nope, you have to throw that away. So I was like, dang, I have to? I mean, I didn't have to, but, you know, I don't want to take that kind of risk, right? Like, is it worth it? No. And I have a million other things to drink water from, or whatever, you know? So, so I had to make that sacrifice. I'm now washing my beer mug, plastic spoon. I could probably throw that away. I'm washing my measuring cup. I have a 2-cup measuring cup and I have a 1-cup measuring cup. So I call it like the baby one. Put a little bit more soap. These are my all-clad pans that I've had for almost 10 years. And I use this little one a lot. I do have a microwave and an air fryer, but I still like use pots for stuff, and you know, I like, what do? I boil water and stuff like that, you know? So, and I do sometimes put the pots in the air fryer, but what I've, in the dishwasher, but I've found that the dishwasher can tend to strip them. So, I washed them really good. I have a Scrub Mommy sponge, and I use that to get all the like grit and grime off of them. So, and I keep the little utensil thing on top of my little drying rack here, and so I can put my spoons and forks and other things into that, and then the big things can go down in the dishwasher. And then once it's all loaded, I load it in. Oops, soap just splashed across the counter onto the air fryer. Washing my funnel. I have a lot of kitchen gadgets, and I actually use them, so, you know, but maybe, I think eventually I'll maybe go through my cabinets and, you know, edit some of that stuff, because, you know, the more stuff I have, the more stuff I have to keep, you know, keep front of mind. And, you know, the less stuff I have to keep front of mind, I think the better overall for me. So I'm washing my little bag here, my little you know, I put stuff in it like snacks or food. I try to pack snacks and take them with me on the road, so I'm not buying stuff on the street a lot, or like just buying food outside just because I'm hungry and I didn't prepare. So, so that will go in the dishwasher as well. Washing my knife, And I got a new knife set, but I still keep the old knives. I don't know why, so I probably need to, I'm gonna throw this plastic spoon away. I know, but it's one less thing. I don't know if it's better to have like one butter knife, one spoon, one thing, so I don't, ooh, just splash soap on myself. So I don't like, oh, I need a new strainer. It's coming apart. Damn it. Oh. Having like one utensil, you know, because I'm like, oh, maybe that'll force me to keep them clean. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, you know, leave comments. Let me know what you're dealing with, what you're going through, if you want. I would love to hear from you. Cleaning my straw. With my little straw cleaner. Scrubbing that out. And then scrubbing the straw itself, putting it in the little utensil thing. And now I will put that down in the dishwasher. Oh, I got these little boys over here. These little, my cup and my dish. Let me throw this tea bag away. Oh boy. And sip my water. Delicious. I have popcorn in this bowl. So washing that out. Washing it out. And loading this bowl into the dishwasher. Hopefully y'all can hear me over all this noise without the microphone. It is charging, so it should be ready to go once I am done with the kitchen chore of just washing the dishes. And I'm gonna try to just reset everything, put things away. What is this? Oh, a spoon. And then, since I am not going to put the pot and the frying pan in the dishwasher, I'm going to go ahead and run the dishwasher so that can get started. I made eggs 2 nights ago. Was it 2 nights ago? Yeah, 2 nights ago. And it was after doing a self-tape and working on it and editing it after my friend came over to be a reader. And it was due 9 a.m. the next morning. So I had to edit my takes and all that stuff and then send them via WeTransfer to my reps. And that meant I did not get to bed until 1, but I was very hungry, so I had to eat late at night. And that's what I made. I made eggs, a little cheddar cheese, some Cuban crackers from my favorite Cuban restaurant, Porto's, here in LA. If you know, you know. And so I'm finally washing the frying pan. And yep, that was pretty easy. I took off most of the eggs, whatever, you know, how it gets all eggy or whatever, and it's stuck to the pan. So I scrubbed that off with my little silicone scrubber thing, and then I go to work with the scrub mommy. And that is nice and clean and shiny. Oh, there's still a little bit of egg residue. And I don't know who else might be like this, but I hate the smell of egg on dishes. Like, so the soapy pot just slid into the sink. Pardon all the commotion. This definitely still smells like eggs, so I'm gonna hit it with a little baking soda, and dishwashing liquid. And I'm gonna use the abrasiveness of the baking soda to get the egg off. So dishes are washed and loaded into the dishwasher, making sure the pot is nice and scrubbed. I'm gonna hit this one with a little baking soda as well before I rinse it, just to get it extra shiny, extra, you know, whatever residue might be on there. I mean, I make tea in here, I boil my eggs in here. So yeah. All right, those are all clean and ready to go. Washing the cover. All right, I'm going to pause and rinse this stuff. I think I have to wash the cover, the big cover. Oops, and I just almost busted my behind slipping on soap residue on the floor. So washing the pot cover. I use this to cover the frying pan when the eggs are frying, to have a little steam, just keep them, you know, just how I like them. And those are clean. This pot, I simply boiled water in it and I left it. I don't think it needs like heavy duty scrubbing. So I'll just hit it with a little soapy water for good measure. And then we shall rinse. So that's it. Dishes are washed and loaded. And I have these other pots to finish washing. To rinse off, I'm gonna dry them on this drying rack. And then let me show you, the dishes are loaded in the dishwasher. It's not a ton, but it just gives me some more time to do other stuff. And I'm gonna run it and keep pushing with what I gotta do. All right, I'm gonna rinse these pots, mop the floor, and wipe the counter. So I'll see y'all in a few. So this part of the video, the audio is compromised because the dryer is going off. So I came downstairs to fold the towels while I switched out the towels with the other things because I wanted the towels to dry first since they're heavier. And I am essentially folding them as soon as they've come out of the dryer, because if I don't do that, I feel like I might just bring them up and throw them on top of the pile that's already in my room. So I've found that folding the folding stuff as I take it out of the machine just saves me. And I pretty much have resorted to washing whatever needs washing that week. So this week it ended up being 2 loads because there was a day when I intended to wash 1 load. However, I ran out of steam. So it ended up being 2 loads, and I had quite a bit of self-taping and in-person auditions and things like that to accomplish. So some of those days I didn't have the capacity, I didn't have the energy. And so I just, I respect that, and I do what I can, and what can get done gets left for the next day or the day after that or the day after, and I don't beat myself up about it. So yeah, folding the towels, and once those towels are all folded, I will head upstairs, or the plan was to head upstairs and put them away along with the other clothes that needed put it away. And yeah, I used to, and the other thing is when I leave laundry to be, like if I don't wash it as soon as it piles up, like as soon as I have 1 load in my basket, the basket that I transported from my hamper, I just try to wash that. Even if it's like different colors or whatever, I'll wash it on cold or warm so the stuff doesn't run. And that way I don't have to do like a marathon of laundry. Like sometimes I'll have 4, 5, 6, 7 loads, and that's just not, for me personally, sustainable. So That's why I just started doing it. If it's Wednesday and there's laundry, it's getting done. I don't wait for everything. So now everything is all folded and I can take that upstairs and continue on my journey. So really happy that I got that load done and everything folded. So, and it's late and the last wash is at 10 and it's like 9:40 at this time. So cutting it close, but I got it done and I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and then keep going or not. So that's it, folks. That's my first long form for this type of content. It wasn't neat, it wasn't wrapped in a nice bow, but I appreciate you watching and let me know if this type of body doubling type video or non-aesthetic resets works for you. I'm tired, so I'm just gonna wind down and get ready for bed.